Well, baseball is in the air, and for those baseball fans, you know how important a good bat is. So we wanted to introduce you to a local custom bat builder. His name is Dan Wilson. He is the owner of DANbats. Dan, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so let's talk about how you were a player, and so you know how important a good bat is. What made you want to start this company?
You know, anything that you do after high school or college baseball is all pretty much all adult leagues are all wooden bat. And so I remember doing that transition right out of high school and going to a big box store, getting a wooden bat that was in my price range, which was, you know, like 30, 40 bucks, right? And I couldn't afford the real expensive ones. And the first time I stepped in a batting cage, hit a ball, I just cracked it right in half. So right there, that was my first impression of wood bats. They were just, it was just garbage. I've been a woodworker my whole life. I've played baseball my whole life. So it just kind of went together like peanut butter and jelly. I found a place where I could buy some bat billets, some big wooden bat pieces that they cut bats out of, and I got a wood lathe and started turning my own bats. And then all the guys that I played with, of course, they wanted one of the bats that I made, so I started making bats for those guys, posting pictures on social media. That was about 2015, and for several years I just did it word of mouth. And then last year, right when COVID hit, we actually opened up in March of last year, so this month will be a year. We opened up a website, started doing some more social media stuff, and it's just blown up. It's been huge. So it's been really cool.
I love hearing stories like this that started out of a problem and then you found a solution, and you know, that cool grassroots starting in the garage and then seeing other people that want that. I've been surprised by the success, and I'm sure you're surprised when folks reach out that want your bats as well.
Yeah, it's always surprising when you get somebody that's like not a personal friend or relation, you know, that sees the stuff on social media and reaches out. I was very, very surprised with all of the love on social media, you know, so it was really neat to see how social media works and get involved in that and just put, you know, my craft out there and for people to enjoy it.
Yeah, and for folks that are like me that may not be as familiar with all the ins and outs, what is the difference from like using one of your bats maybe versus some of the bats that people find in these big box stores?
It's basically that everything that we do is handmade, not made by a machine. We get maple billets, which are basically 37 inches by 3 inches round piece of wood that's specifically dried, specific for making baseball bats. It's all Canadian rock maple. So basically when you get wood, the further north that you get it, the harder it is, the better quality, the straighter grain, which is all really important if you're hitting a baseball, right? You want it to be as hard as possible to hit that ball as far as you can. So, and then crafting out of that, we craft each specific bat to the owners and to the person that orders their specifications, the type of barrel that they want, the type of custom logo, custom paint, their name engraved, different types of knobs. So everything that we do from the ground up is just custom made for people to use in games. And then another surprising thing is that we've done a ton of promotional bats for different companies. We actually have a couple of companies that do a sales award where they put the salesman of the quarter on a baseball bat and give it to their sales guy. So, I mean, it's just a really cool piece. I mean, there's nothing out there that's more American than a baseball bat. I mean, let's be honest. So it's pretty cool.
Right. And they make great corporate gifts. I mean, that's such a great idea. I hear you have a locally famous person that has your bat.
Oh, yeah. So we actually had the coach from Clemson baseball, Monty Lee, reached out, made him a custom fungo that had tiger stripes on it and with a purple label. So that got really popular, a lot of love on social media. Of course, he really loved it, uses it for practice. So that was kind of cool to be able to make one for him, for sure.
Yeah. Is there an age limit? I mean, do you make them for young sluggers that are out there playing baseball as well?
Yeah, that's a great question. We actually make baseball bats for babies, like for birth announcements, where, you know, people put their date of birth, the baby's name and everything on there, all the way up to from T-ball, all the way up through high school. And we've even sent a couple out to some pros out there. So, I mean, it's the whole gamut. I mean, we've done baseball bats from, you know, kids, toddlers, all the way up through the big leagues. So yeah, it's pretty much all over the place.
I mean, that's great. We love supporting local in any way we can. And now we can do that even with the baseball bat that we use. And especially when you can see the bat being made and you know that it's customized to to your needs. Dan, I know you guys are doing a big giveaway on your Facebook page.
Yes. So basically, if we get a share on the Facebook page or a like on the Facebook page, all those people will get put into a bat giveaway. Next Friday, the 12th, we're going to do a Facebook Live. We're actually going to pick a winner for that, and you'll get to design and customize your own baseball bat, and we'll make it for you and deliver it here. So pretty cool.
So go follow DANbats on social media and watch the videos that are so mesmerizing to watch. Dan, we're so proud of all the work that you've been able to do so far. Any goals? Is there something that you really want to do? Is there a baseball player that you really want to get a bat in their hand?
Yeah, I'd like to get them in every baseball player's hands, but what we'd really like to do is just get some visibility out there. We think that we really have a product that is much better than a lot of the competitors out there because we take more time. We get the better quality products, better quality wood to make the products, which, when you start with the best foundation, I think that ultimately lands you with the highest quality product out there. So I think that we do have a superior product, and people really like the customization that we do. So all around, I think, if we can get this in the hands of a lot of people, a lot of baseball players, they'll really enjoy it.
Well, Dan, keep knocking it out of the park, of course, pun intended. And we put all this information at our website, yourcarolina.tv. And Dan, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.